Pharaoh had refused to let God's people go from Egypt, so one last plague was going to come. First, God told Moses that the Israelites should ask for silver and gold from their Egyptian neighbours. The Egyptians did as they were asked, and they thought Moses was a very great man. Moses announced what the last plague would be. At midnight, the Lord would go through the land and strike down the firstborn son in every Egyptian family, but the Israelites would be kept safe. God told Moses and Aaron what the Israelites needed to do. Every household should take a lamb, a male one without anything wrong with it. On the 14th day of the month, they should kill the lamb in the evening and spread some of its blood on their door frames. Then they should roast the lamb and eat its meat with herbs and a special kind of bread, unleavened bread. In the night, the Lord would pass through the land and strike down the firstborn in each Egyptian house. But whenever he saw lamb's blood on a house, he would pass over it, and no one inside would be killed. The people did as God instructed. They killed the lambs and put the blood on their doorposts. When the Lord passed through Egypt that night, the firstborn son in every Egyptian family died, but no one died in the Israelite houses. There was a great cry throughout the land that night, and Pharaoh called for Moses and Aaron. "Up, go, you and all the people of Israel," he said. At last he was letting them go. Moses led the people out of the land, about 600,000 men, and women and children as well. They took their flocks and herds with them, along with the gold and silver and clothing they had been given by the Egyptians. The Israelites had been in Egypt for 430 years, but now they had left it behind. God told the people to remember that day. Every year they were to hold a special feast to celebrate what God had done for them, the Passover feast. And every firstborn son in a family would be set apart for God as someone who belonged to him. This would remind the people of the way God had rescued them from slavery. This story points forward to an even greater rescue. Like the plague that came upon Egypt, God's judgment is going to come upon our world. We are in great danger. But there is a way for us to be safe. The Israelites were protected by the blood of a lamb on their houses. And God's Son, Jesus, is like the lamb. He shed his blood on the cross to save people from God's judgment. And if we believe in him, we will be safe. We'll escape God's punishment and live with him forever.